Hello and welcome. These are horse racing selections for Saturday, the 9th of December. I am Flat Cap Callum and I'm hoping you're all very, very well. I'll be honest, if I had air, I'd be pulling it out this morning. It's such a nightmare doing videos on a Saturday morning when the price movement is so big, and then because it's a wet day, then it means the price movement's bigger usually because you get little runs on horses that like particular ground and stuff like that, and then there's a lot of horses that are declared in two meetings, and when the non-runners are going to come out, it's just I don't like doing videos Saturday morning, but sometimes in my life I'm not able to do it on Friday night. So we are here where we are. I've kept it simple, to be honest. I had a whole different version of the staking plan that I've kind of torn up and gone again with. So £12 is all I've got for this Saturday. I've got a Win Trixie and I've got a Canadian. That is what I'm going to do. So 8 horses, 8 races. It was a bit more complicated, but yeah, we're going to go fairly simple in that regard. And I did have one early horse, which I've left out because I was joking, I think, yesterday on the yesterday video about early race. Sure enough, I go and find a horse I like at the 10 past 11 at... where was it, the 10 past 11? 10 past 11, hang on. Bear with me while I do a bit of live check on that one. 10 past 11, Aintree. I like Gower Road, so it's not in the staking plan, and if you're early enough, maybe have a little look at it. It opened at 40s, it was a really, really good price, and then it's down to about 20s. I wouldn't want it to go loads lower than that, to be fair, but it's the Twiston Davis second string, and the full brother won over heavy ground, so I think the ground is good. It's definitely going to be a horse that's better upped in distance, but actually it was the market had that one really wrong, I think, and I think it's a combination of the market had it wrong, and I think it's better than when the market settles, it'll be better than the market price anyway, I think. I'd back that horse probably about 9-1. Gower Road, if you're quick enough, at Aintree, not on the channel, but if you want to have a little single each way on it, then Philly Boots. All right, as far as what we got today on the vid, should be fairly brief. You never know, do you? Got to go through the awfulness that was Friday's staking plan, and then go for this one, and then to mention the golfers. We only had 2 golfers. One missed the cut, and the other one doesn't look like he's going to do much. So that's it. And I'm not planning any bonus fids for tomorrow. So we are where we are. So that horse, I mean, just jumped awful. Never looked in the going. That unseated at the last when looking like it could well be in the frame. Faded and not good enough. So nothing back on bet 1. And then we started off Newcastle with a place. It was second, and then 0. And then we went over Dundalk, and the same thing happened. Second, all the way, almost 0, and then Dynamite was 4th, double 20-1 it drifted to. So 22 on the channel on Friday, 75 pence back, so a loss of 21.25. We've got a £34 deficit for the week, and we've only got 12 going on Saturday. So worst case scenario, we're walking away of minus 48 this week. I mean, I said at the beginning of the week we were due a downturn. We've had 4 weeks in a row. We've only ever done that twice. 4 weeks in a row of making profit. A couple of them were particularly good. So, you know, people who have stuck to the programme shouldn't really feel much from this week's loss. If it is a loss, albeit we've got £12 going on Saturday. So if it does end up being loss, hopefully it shouldn't be felt. If you are feeling it because you've upped your stakes and whatever, then listen to the advice that is given. The channel doesn't adjust its stakes when it wins. The channel doesn't adjust its stakes when it loses. The channel keeps it steady, and we are aiming for a long-term result here, not to sort of be a hero one week and a 0 the next week. There are other ways you can do your betting. This is how I do it, and this is how I would advise doing it for other folks. All right. So, hang on, get the right papers. The Saturday bet is this. We've got a Win Trixie. I was happy enough with this. 12.55 Aintree. That's the earliest horse. Zambella. It's on the shortener at the moment. So yeah, it'd be one to keep an eye on in terms of. I'm hoping it will hold 11 to 8. You could have got more like 7 to 4, and it looks like on the way in. So I think it might be around even money by the time the race goes off. So 11 to 8 Zambella, and then we've got 150 Sandown. I think it's ICO or IKEO. I'm taking that to bounce back. I think 5 to 1's got good value in it for it to bounce back from last time. I think it was progressive last season. And the 515 Newcastle, there's a little bit of value in that front gunner at 5 to 1. So 50p win Trixie, £2 is the bet. You want a bog bookie, so that's 3 lots of 50p win doubles and a 50p win treble. £2 is the bet. That's that. And then the main bet for the day, I've got it down to this. So we've got the best 2 races to start with on the jumps, and then I've got 3 all-weather in the evening. So 142 Navan, Maxim, annoyed. I mean, well, not annoyed. It's just how life goes. I couldn't catch that at the right price, really. As in 16s is good. But it was much bigger than that. Elliot's got a lot of horses in the race, and I think that one, from a price point of view, was absolutely the one that was marked up wrong. So Maxim 16 to 1. Then we've got the 205 Aintree. We're going the rank outsider in the Beach Chase. Sidi Ismail. There's a lot of horses out the handicap in that race, and I not looking at the front, thinking it's massively solid in there. So. I think there's a bit of value at Sidi Ismail outrunning those odds in a race that won't suit everybody. And then we're going to jump, not the jump. Then we're going the all weather. So visibility. I mean, I didn't do much last night. I was out last night. But 6 o'clock Wolverhampton visibility. I think it opened at 33s and 40s in places, which is ridiculous. Absolutely giving away value, that is. 14s. It's a type of horse should be about 10s really. So visibility 14s in plenty of times in this staking plan. 6.45 Newcastle Plink 9 to 1, and 7.15 Newcastle Dicky Bird at 10s. That is the extent of what I got for you. 10p each way Canadian, 50p each way singles on the first 3, the bigger prices. 50p win singles on the bottom. I know the colours haven't come out very good there. So 50p each ways on the front 3, 50p win singles on the bottom 2, and a 40p each way double on the first 2, which are the best 2 races to have a bet in. So you need to shop around a little bit. So Sky are best. I didn't want to call it with the next bookmakers because different bookmakers are offering different places. It was very hard to kind of make a judgment about which ones would be better. But you want to find bookies giving you 5 places here. I think that Beach Chase is probably going to end up being 4s for most places. I think last time I checked, Hill still might be 5 as well as Sky. But originally a lot more bookies were 5 on that one. So have a little bit of a shop around. But yeah, it was too difficult with non-runners and things to keep chopping and changing it, giving it betting advice. That is the bet. So 12 on. We'll see how we go. Hang on, I was saying, I'm doing my maths wrong there. 46. I said 48 earlier, didn't I? 48 was the worst. 46 is the worst we can do this week. 46. Let's hope we get a little win though, because we had a couple of days this week. The first 2 days in the right ballpark. I mean, I think what was it, Thursday? I don't think I actually gave myself enough credit. To be fair, the Chelmsford bet, we had a win in a place, a non-runner, but the other 2 were 5th. They weren't actually that far away from placing. So we've been in the right ballpark, and I think those of you who are on the 365 side market earlier in 365 generally wouldn't be as bad this week as the channel, because if you played the side markets earlier in the week, and there was it Joe's Way or No Way on that day, you got back even money, not even money, you got break even money. So yeah, it is where it is. I'm not stressing about it. It's not how you want it to be, but we're still up for the month, and so that's in an okay place. All right, Tipster League. Right, let's just mention the Tipster League. Yes, Tipster League. 9 races on the telly today. 9 races. 5 at Sandown, 4 at Newcastle. There's not going to be great field sizes for a lot of it, but 9 races. So if you're entering the Tipster League, usual gig, reply to the Tipster League comment, Hopefully it's easier for people this week because it's just literally 5 races in a row on Sandown and 4 at Aintree, so there's not really a lot of other stuff that people are going to be looking at. But just to be clear, none of the races in Ireland qualify, so you can't use that Navan handicap for big field stuff. Got to be Sandown or Aintree that's on the television. That's what you got to use. 10 point is your stake. No more than 3 horses, no multiples. Most people are getting the gig now, to be fair. Like, it's just when people aren't paying attention and they might put it in an error. But generally, apart from anyone who's new to it, I think most people who've played regularly get how it works now. So the Tips League will be live, closes at 2 o'clock, even though 3 of the TV races are slightly before that. That is it. All right, okay. I'm expecting I'm not going to be back till Tuesday night. You never quite know. I'm not planning any bonus videos on Sunday. I'll see. I haven't even looked that far about Monday, Tuesday next week. So planning to see you Tuesday night. Thank you very much. Bye bye.